Many institutions which you have to develop in the state of Andhra Pradesh. One such institute which I would like to suggest you is that there should be a school of maritime law. You may call it Indian Maritime School, just like ISB. And because we have 1,040 kilometers coastline, and we had day before yesterday you stated that for every 50 kilometers there should be a harbor or a port, and keeping in view, because earlier myself and Honorable Justice Narasimha has discussed about this, because Gujarat is having the first largest coastline, followed by the state of Andhra Pradesh, and there is also a lot of maritime arbitration is going on, and I had a discussion with the port chairman earlier, MT Chandrababu garu. And most of the time we are getting the arbitrators from Bombay, sir, for maritime arbitration. Day before yesterday, in this logistics summit, he has said that for every 50 kilometers there should be a port or a harbor. And we have a lot of marine resources, and to do all these things, it is necessary. So far there is only Gujarat Maritime University. And second one, we have to develop much in a better way at an international level. You may call it as International Maritime School, preferably if it possible on Rishikonda, which we may utilize the infrastructure. And with these few words, and I would like to assure that this Asian International Center for Arbitration and Mediation is going to have a very good future, and we will guide the others by taking forward this institution, and let us take pride for this institution at Visakhapatnam. Later on we will have our branch at Amravati also, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Surya Prakash. I now call upon Honorable Justice D.S. Thakur, Chief Justice, Andhra Pradesh High Court, for his thoughts on the theme. Thank you.
I know we are constrained for time because the honorable dignitaries have also to participate in a university convocation. Therefore, I will try to keep it very brief. Esteemed dignitaries on and off the dais, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. The core theme of the conference, that is mediation, couldn't be more apt in the circumstances in which we are faced today, when the courts in the country are facing an avalanche of cases that have descended upon them. The fact that two of the honorable judges of the Supreme Court, as also the presence of the honorable Chief Minister on the dais, suggests the importance and relevance of the issue that the courts are being confronted with on a daily basis. As we all know that the Chief Justice of India heads the judiciary of the largest democracy in the world, with a population of 1.4 billion approximately. So the concern in their mind to deal and cope with this situation is uppermost, and that is how all of us gather here to hear the valuable thoughts on the issue. Now, the reasons for the delay in courts primarily is attributed to the inadequate judges to case ratio. If you recollect that there was a report submitted by the Committee of Judges of the Honorable Supreme Court that prescribed a particular ratio, and that was approximately one judge to every 600 or 800 cases. We did an assessment study in our courts here in Andhra Pradesh, and as against 650 judges that we have approximately today in Andhra Pradesh, we found that we require another 850 judges. Now, if this could translate in terms of monetary implication, it would run into 1,000 and more than thousands of crores. Therefore, they need to look at alternatives. And one of the alternatives, as is suggested by the basic framework, was in Section 89 of the Civil Procedure Code, followed by now the Mediation Act of 2023, which has not fully been implemented. Now, we have done our part in training, undertaking a training of mediators. We trained about 1,400 mediators in the entire state. The attempt to train more than 800 more by December 2025 is what we aim at. We aim to take the mediation movement to the taluka level, where we have identified approximately 63 new premises. Our biggest handicap today is that we do not have adequate premises where we can have people come to identified mediation centers. We have identified for the time being 63, and we, with the help of the government, aim to have some more infrastructure on this. Now, generally the perception is that whenever advocates come to handle a case, the resolution is delayed. But the presence of advocates, senior advocates, designated senior advocates from all across the country certainly belies that perception. Now, while we are training mediators, the biggest challenge today, what I feel, is that a 40-hour training in mediation skills may not be itself enough. Now, the question is that when a case gets referred for mediation by the court, now we have a panel of mediators. The mediators are seen on the basis of their training, but there is no audit as to what is their capacity. Just imagine to trust, say, a graduate who is freshly graduated from a law college and entrust a case to him, saying that you now handle it, is difficult. So his ability to handle a case and to nudge and navigate the parties to an amicable resolution of dispute is something which we cannot expect from a mediator only because of the fact that he has undergone a training of 40 hours. Now the question therefore is, with a view to avoid that golden opportunity which the court gets when it refers the matter to the mediator, that opportunity should not be lost because of the incapacity of the mediator, because there is no method of judging his skill. Therefore, there has to be some mechanism, some certification, some standardized method of determining as to whether the case which is being handed over to him will see some successful fruition or not. That is one aspect of training and skill development which is most important in my mind. Second is integrity. Now, we have all seen that arbitration was a success. Many judges, retired judges, bureaucrats took to arbitration because it was lucrative. Today the situation is that while we are seeing this as assuming a movement in the country under the able guidance and leadership of our honorable judges in the Supreme Court, we cannot permit everyone and anybody who volunteers to undergo the training and then come forward. As we have seen in the arbitration world, if there are honest arbitrators, there are also dishonest ones. If there is a demand for honest arbitrators, there is a greater demand for dishonest arbitrators, especially those appointed by, nominated by the parties. Therefore, some sort of a mechanism must be developed so that it is not a free-for-all. I know that there is a time constraint, therefore I hope that the deliberations of this conference help build a system of justice that heals, that restores and that empowers our people and our economy to move forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Justice D.S. Thakur. I now call upon Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Chandrababu Naidu Garu.
Honorable Justice Sri Suryakant Garu, Honorable Justice Sri P.S. Narasimhan Garu, Honorable Justice D.S. Thakur Garu, Professor S. Surya Prakash Garu, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Surya Raju Garu, Secretary General, ACIAM, Honorable Judges, distinguished jurists, and friends. I am very happy to be here. Visakhapatnam is a beautiful city. Anybody will go to Hyderabad and stay there sometime. They want to settle there. Now Visakhapatnam, anybody will come. They will settle permanently in Visakhapatnam. That is the beauty of Visakhapatnam. Either hospitality or beaches or natural beauty, everything wonderful place. Apart from that place, from all these things, it is a very, very positive people. Recently, Visakhapatnam is rated one of the most safest place for women protection. That is very interesting comment. I want to make it here. Not only women's safety, even men's safety also, this is the best place. I am very happy to be here because the judiciary is a key pillar of our constitution, protecting democracy and the rule of law. India's judicial system is known for its credibility, transparency, and strong commitment to justice. While there may be some delays at times, justice always delivered. Every common man is having hope. Ultimately, I will get justice. That is the beauty of our justice. I am proud of it. The people of India have immense faith in our judiciary, not just as an institution of law, but a pillar of justice, fairness, and constitutional values. It is seen as the finest guardian of rights, a protector of common citizen, and a symbol of the rule of law in our democracy. Here, I wanted to make a comment. I have seen India for the last, as a policy maker, I entered to politics in 1978, first time MLA. After that, 1980, I became minister. 95, I became chief minister. I have seen India. Today, if you see, India has taken bold reforms. 1991 economic reforms. Mid-90s IT revolution, Indians took advantage, first more advantage. God is very kind. India is blessed with demographic dividend. Now slowly we are losing that advantage in South India. Now North India still there is an advantage. With all these factors, we are having a very strong leader also at center, that is Narendra Modi ji. If you see 11 years back, 11th economy, largest economy, today 4th largest economy, next year we are going to become third largest economy. And at the same time, there are predictions by Ernst & Young. By 2038, we will become second largest economy in the world. I don't have any doubt about it. And also 2047, India will be number one economy globally. It is going to happen because of our inherent strengths. If you see here some other reforms, I have seen tax reforms, CST, VAT, GST, improved version of GST now, another reform. With all tax reforms, we are growing 6-7% now. There is a potential of growing 10% in the near future. If all these things will happen, then nobody can stop India moving forward. This is the situation we are all here now. At the same time, ADR and India's mediation culture. Just now, Vice Chancellor rightly mentioned, if you remember mythology, Krishna was the best mediator. But of course, mediation has failed. Ultimately, what happened? That is how things are happening. And also I have seen in my own experience, in villages, there are some respected elders to mediate so many disputes. I am personally witnessed. My father, he was not educated, but abundant common sense. More than 10 villages, they used to call him, they used to discuss, they used to redress their problems. That is how mediation has helped in India. After that, we are all talking panchayats, how they have solved all problems. Today we are having more courts according to me, but earlier, to go to court, people used to feel shy. Litigation is the last resort. That is how they have to work in the direction. Today, technology has become a very big handy. Even virtual hearings are happening, e-filing, mobile case updates, multilingual tools. All these things are making more accessible and also transparent. Online dispute resolution platforms enable parties to resolve conflicts from anywhere in the world seamlessly. Artificial intelligence has come. We have to use it discreetly, otherwise we will have a problem. And also blockchain has come. Even in blockchain, transparent proof and also enforcement can be done globally. These are all various things are happening. So, I am very happy today we are all here. What we are doing, how to take forward with innovative ways. As Vice Chancellor rightly mentioned, I am very happy if we can make Visakhapatnam one of the biggest center better than Singapore. ADR center. Government of Andhra Pradesh is willing to contribute that ecosystem. I will be very happy for that. Friends, and also Honorable Supreme Court judges and High Court judges, you are all watching. India is moving new technologies, high-tech. Now we are taking advantage of it. For the last 1 year, we are able to mobilize $100 billion investment to Andhra Pradesh. Now, next month, Google is going to come here, and also TCS is already here, and also Cognizant is coming. With all these things, what today India is having, data centers, Visakhapatnam is going to have more than what India is having total data centers capacity. That is going to happen within 1 or 2 years' time. And also, we are going now Quantum Valley. America is having Silicon Valley. They are proud of it. India, we started recently Quantum Valley. First quantum computer is going to operate from Amaravati by January 1st. It is going to happen. We will be the 6th country in using Quantum Valley, quantum computing, and also having quantum computer. Even space technology, you are all aware. Earlier, by seeing TV, we used to enjoy and also inspire. Now we are starting Space City. America is having SpaceX. We are having Space City now. We are going to launch very soon private satellites from Space City. It is near Tirupati. Now, wars we are doing. Earlier we need more manpower. Now drones are enough. All technologies are going to happen. We are starting drone city in Kurnool now for civilian applications and also defense applications. Electronic city, aerospace, these are all some of the areas we are going. Now what I wanted to emphasize here, we have to think alternative mechanisms also. Even in this, what I am requesting these organizers and also under the guidance of Supreme Court and also Honorable Justice, our Surikant Garu, they have to, and also our Narasimhan Garu, you have to guide alternative methods. Even to establish courts, that is one way, but how to create a mechanism with alternative disputes redressal mechanism. Even technology, how to use it, how to go about innovative way, all these things, I am confident they will work it out. Ultimately, this is the time. I can say we are all very inspiring time we are living. One example I will tell you, in my government, no citizen can come to office. Around 700 services we are delivering through WhatsApp governance from his home. All data, historical data is available. We are capturing all the data with Government of India, Government of Andhra Pradesh, and also AI tools are available, quantum computing is available, real-time data we can collect through satellite, drone, CCTV camera, IoT, wearables, all these things if you can collect, even through artificial intelligence, if you can apply, we can guide them real time. If with all these things are, that is where I am saying now, earlier we used to work very hard, future is only how to work smart. I am very happy, Indians are going to service the global community. As of now, people are going there. In future, from anywhere in India, they are going to deliver services. If necessary, they can go and work physically. That is going to happen. In this regard, how to reduce disputes, how to make more support for economic growth. That is where we are going to see. One thing I want to make it very clear here. India is going to become globally #1 country. Indians are going to become #1 globally. We have to plan now 145 crore population. With this population, what type of society we need? Not only building rich, but we have to make how to bridge the gap between haves and have-nots. It is our response to provide better living standards for every citizen. It is possible if we can planned properly by politicians and also guided by judiciary properly, India will be the best place to live and also best country to lead the global community. With this, I am very happy what our friends are doing here. Ultimately, I am seeking always guidance from Supreme Court, judges and also our Andhra Pradesh High Court for doing better things. With this, thank you one and all.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. I now call upon Honorable Justice P.S. Narasimha, Judge of the Supreme Court.
Very good morning to all of you. My esteemed elder brother, Justice Surya Kant, Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Justice, the two Vice Chancellors, Judges of the High Courts, President of SCORA, other dignitaries. Because of the time constraint, what I will do is, I will take a passover. I'll promise to come back, but if I don't, I will leave you with just 3 points. 70 years after the independence, more than 70 years, we have pursued a resolution of disputes through adversarial litigation, which required finding of a fact. I think there's no doubt in our minds that this system didn't really work very well. The stakeholders were lawyers. So if we move to the system of mediation, the persons who will be doing the mediation substantially are also lawyers. So what position will you take as lawyers, having moved from adversarial litigation to that of a mediator? From logic, you will shift to trust. It is trust and trust alone which will help resolve disputes through the process of mediation. So you must learn that technique. It's a facet of the heart. How you win the heart and enable the persons involved in a dispute to trust in you. That's a process, reflect on that. The second point I would want to make is mediation must be closer to people, which requires you to know what people are, how they live, how they fight, what are their aspirations, what are their fallacies, what are their weaknesses. To understand, the most important element is language. So you must be closer to people, closer to their language, closer to their culture. The third point, which I will leave you with this, we experimented with one alternative dispute resolution, that is arbitration. Arbitration was hijacked by the elite. Elite in the sense of, not pejoratively, for commercial purposes. It was intended to be a very simple process where an arbitrator will come and resolve the disputes. Instead, it has been a technique for commercial transactions, and so far as small issues like a fight between two neighbors about a wall in a village, two brothers fighting for partition, they have to suffer civil court litigation. And arbitration is not available. My fear is that same thing might happen even to mediations. Mediation must be kept simple. As easily as possible, the disputes should be resolved. And what are the methods by which these three things that I have indicated can be achieved? I will discuss with you. Mediation is very close to my heart. If I come back, I will participate in one of those sessions and share my thoughts with you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Justice Narasimha. I now call upon Honorable Justice Suryakant, Judge of the Supreme Court of India.
Shri Chandrababu Naidu, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, my brother and esteemed colleague, Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Narasimha, Judge Supreme Court of India, Justice D.S. Thakur, Honorable the Chief Justice Andhra Pradesh High Court, Honorable Judges of various High Courts who are present here. We have among us Justice Nawaz from the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka. He is welcome here in this conference. Professor Dr. S. Surya Prakash, Vice Chancellor, NLIU Bhopal. Mr. Santan Krishnan, Life President of the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, and other office bearers of the CLA. Professor Surya Raju, Secretary General, ACIAM, Madam Chitra from the Trilegal, senior advocates from the Supreme Court, other members of the Supreme Court Bar and the Bar Association of Visakhapatnam and different parts of Andhra Pradesh, who are also graciously present here. Mr. Nayyar, Mr. Jain and other office bearers of the SCORA, members of the mediator community, and some of the very eminent mediators are present here. I know most of them by name, but because of the time constraint I am not addressing them by name. We have among us Mr. Bharat, the local member of parliament,